in 8 minutes. It's an update people across East Tennessee have been waiting months to hear.
I-40 now officially open through North Carolina for traffic this morning, marking a major milestone in the recovery efforts from Helene. And a heads up, if you do plan to make that trip over the mountains, traffic is just one lane each way. The speed limit also significantly reduced through the gorge down to just 35 miles an hour. And a reminder to be patient. Expect delays for what could be years as crews work to stabilize and repair a nearly 4.5-mile stretch of I-40.
And right now, officials across East Tennessee are asking you to hold off on burning anything. Knox County is outright banning burns for the time being. Sevier County says they won't issue burn permits. March is one of the most dangerous months for fires in our area. If you have anything to burn, you should check with your local fire department before doing so. Meanwhile, across the Smokies, raging wildfires in the Carolinas, threatening homes and prompting evacuations.
I mean, look at this scene here. One of more than 150 fires across the two states. This was in Myrtle Beach over the weekend. So far, no injuries reported. South Carolina's governor declared a state of emergency. Across the border in Polk County, North Carolina, officials say they've made progress on a bush fire in Tryon. It's already burned hundreds of acres. Helicopters have been dropping water on the flames as fire officials warn against outdoor burning, with dry brush and gusty winds adding more fuel. The Red Cross and other organizations offering assistance to those forced to evacuate.
And if you are wanting to donate to flood survivors in Kentucky, today is your last day to do so through the Cosby Volunteer Fire Department. The department is taking donations for survivors in Pike and Martin counties. You can drop off donations at the Cocke County Emergency Management Agency office. They're looking for several items, but they say they need shovels and buckets the most. We have the full list of what you can donate inside your WVLT News app. And we've got an update for you on flu cases in Tennessee. The latest numbers from the Tennessee Department of Health reveal flu cases are still on a sharp decline this morning.
However, the State Department of Health does say a third child died from the flu last month. Here's a look at how the number of cases compare now to the last 3 seasons. The current season is the red line that you see, heading in the right direction, a little higher than normal for this time of year, though. Here's a look at how that breaks down across the state. East Tennessee still with a relatively higher level of cases than other regions, almost every East Tennessee county, with the exception of Knox County, ranging from moderate to very high cases. And Tennessee lawmakers are looking to increase security in our public schools.
The program would support 40 districts statewide, giving each 3 metal detectors. They would cost $48,000. The Department of Education would cover the equipment cost, installation, and training. The bill is sitting in the House Finance, Ways and Means Subcommittee. And this morning, the Blount County Sheriff's Office says there's a scam going around right now that you should ignore.
Blount County Sheriff James Lee Barong says they have had multiple reports of someone claiming to be from their office asking for $1,200 for an ankle monitor device after being released from jail. Barong says no one will ever ask a newly released inmate for money for an ankle monitor. He says ignore this if you get a call. And some pretty cool images coming back from the moon over the weekend.
A private company based out of Texas making history as the second to land a privately built spacecraft on the lunar surface and the first to land one upright. The robotic lander is called Blue Ghost. It had been in orbit for the past 2 weeks before touching down on Sunday. The spacecraft is carrying NASA instruments to study the moon, including as far as 700 miles deep into the moon's interior. NASA says this mission will help scientists better understand the moon's south polar region. And say goodbye for now to the G10 parking garage on UT's campus.
Yeah, the UT Board of Trustees voting to move forward with construction plans to demolish part of the garage this fall. The plan is to build a new garage in its place that'll have 1,200 spaces. This is, of course, going to limit campus parking until it's complete. First-year students starting in the fall are encouraged not to bring their cars to campus.
It is 6:54. We want to get a check of your first alert traffic with Olivia County.
Yeah, guys, keeping a close eye on the roads. Good news if you're headed out the door right now. I'm not seeing too many major issues at the moment. Here's a live look. I-75 at Merchant Drive. Was starting to see a few people hit the brakes in those southbound lanes. We're used to seeing that, but it doesn't look too bad quite yet. Here's another look. I-640 at Western Avenue. A few more cars in the westbound lane, still not tracking any major slowdowns. And closer to downtown at Hall of Fame Drive, east and westbound lanes. Looking great. We'll take a quick look at that big picture. You can see overall still quite a bit of green. That means that we are up to speed. So if you're headed out the door right now, you shouldn't see too many problems.
5 minutes to 7. Weather's quiet, just downright cold right now, but at least it's quiet for now. I'm going to take that beautiful clear view looking across Sevier County towards the Smokies. I just showed you the view from up top in the mountains, down below. We're sharing a clear sky. We're also sharing those 20s. Yeah, you don't have to go up into the mountains to find the cold air. Actually, 19 now in Oneida, 27 Knoxville to Maryville, 24 Rogersville and Harlan, and 21 Crossville, 23 Madisonville. Everybody is frosty cold this morning. Now we do have beautiful, clear, calm conditions. So your day today is starting out cold with those 20s. Knoxville just ticked back down to 25 for the top of the 7 o'clock hour. Sunshine will help us out though today. Also turning winds. Now my camera pops in here. Can see a beautiful clear sky across Knox County as well. Turning to a southwesterly flow will help to turn that temperature up to 48 at noon. So big jacket now, milder afternoon, actually right around normal at 59 degrees and still 50 degrees at 8 o'clock. About an hour and a half after sunset. So hoping to help you make some plans here before we start stirring up the warming and the winds. Again, tomorrow afternoon turns windy, gusts around 30 miles per hour. Those gusts around 45 miles per hour with the front on Wednesday. Again, those gusts even up to 70 miles per hour. That high wind watch will become a warning. That is Tuesday evening through Wednesday morning. A lot starting around here today. Like I said, I think Wednesday, that 62 will actually be around lunch, and then temperatures will start falling. That's when we change over to some snow showers that I'm tracking for you through Thursday morning. Talk about some ups and downs. I've got you covered on all the details coming up on the CW at 7.
A lot you're covering. That roller coaster, always having fun in this Tennessee forecast. 6:56, headed on over to WBXX, the CW Knoxville. Hope you have a good Monday.